sko gefanda endurníð þú líka máklund halvfegurð án ég og sen grósku sérleika og klangan þrátt og lát líf vaksa sem var eftir vetur sko gefanda endurníð þú líka máklund halvfegurð án ég og sen grósku sérleika og klangan þrótt og lát líf vaksa sem var eftir vetur á íðunni lúta epla geimi braka kvána sko gefanda endurníð þú líka máklund halvfegurð án ég og sen grósku sérleika og klangan þrótt og lát líf vaksa sem var eftir vetur á íðunni lúta epla geimi braka kvána sko gefanda endurníð þú líka máklund halvfegurð án ég og sen grósku sérleika og klangan þrótt og lát líf vaksa sem var eftir vetur og klangan þrátt og lát líf vaksa sem var eftir vetur á íðunni lúta epla geimi braka kvána sko gefanda endurníð þú líka máklund halvfegurð án ég og sen grósku sérleika og klangan þrátt og lát líf vaksa sem var eftir vetur
Hello, can you hear me? Yes, you can. my microphone. And now it is. We are here. Hello, welcome. Hello, world. Welcome to your Saturday morning, also true, heathen, Norse pagan prayer service. My name is Reverend Ben Kowalski-Grick, and this is presented by The Truth. Yes, it was quiet, and now it's not. Thank you so much. Renata, good to see you again. It has been a long time. Kyle, brother, how you doing? Kyle, you had asked about the audio. Someone asked about it. People are asking about these songs, and I'm going to tell you that here's why they happened. I tried to get the generic background audio for streaming, and it didn't work. No matter what I did or what I signed up for, none of it was working. I couldn't get it to play in the background. So I used AI to make songs using prayers that I had developed in Old Norse. So I took the prayers, I told the AI how I wanted it to go, what key I wanted it in, all these different things, like, oh, I wanted a dancey song, or oh, I wanted a more meditative song for background music, because I couldn't get the other background music to work. And so now you guys have to listen to my mantras in Old Norse. No, Kyle. Renata. No, Kyle, I'm calling brother, not you, Renata. He is my sibling in service. He is also Reverend Kyle. Okay. So, all that out of the way, let's start this morning, and I do appreciate everybody being here. Let's begin with how this is structured. The way we go is in 3 parts. The first is going to be a little education as to why I do it this way. The second part is going to be actually doing it. And the third part, and we're going to do it together. So I'm going to go through the whole prayer myself. You can play along at home if you want to. And the third part is going to be just a Q&A. Just us talking if we've got time. Hope that's okay with you guys. So we'll start with education. And what I'm going to educate you guys about is this thing over here, the threefold method. Now, those of you who are probably a little more seasoned, and I know we've got some seasoned folks out there, are going to look at this and say, what is this threefold method? I have not heard about this. That's because I made it up. Yes, I made it up. Me. I did not pull it out of a saga. I did not get it off of a runestone. I did not pull it off the wall of a cave. I made it up over the past 20 years of heathenry. This is my prayer practice. This is what I do. And I'm sharing it with you. Where did I get these different ideas? Well, we'll go through it step by step. First one, question that I get asked: which way do I face when I am praying? Well, if you have an altar, which in my hand here, there's my altar, here's me, I am facing it. If you have one, face that. Good. But not everyone has an altar. In fact, some of you guys out there who are watching might just be getting started in heathenry. This might be your first time seeing a heathen. Hi. So you might say to yourself, I don't have anything. And you know what? You don't have to go out and buy anything either. I'm not going to go out and make you buy an altar or you can even start praying. No. I didn't have one when I started either. The 2 directions that I have faced are east and north. Why east? I believe that was in Bede or Adam of Bremen, saying that the Anglo-Saxons faced east to the rising sun to pray. North is in one of the sagas. where it said that the people faced to the north when they were praying. I combined these two together to just say, if the sun is rising, you face east. If the sun is setting, you face north. East if rising, north if setting. And if it's nighttime, north. If it's dawn or pre-dawn, east. That should be really easy. And that could actually get you started right away. So just think, sun coming up, east. Sun going down, or has gone down, north. Easy peasy. Next, the opening of the prayer. Now, and I'm glad to have some seasoned folks in here because I know you guys know about this. Opening a prayer. Now, there are lots of different ways to open a prayer. And usually for us as pagans, it's done with we might call a blessing or cleansing ritual, where we cleanse or bless the space that we are about to go into. Look, the spaces we are in our daily lives, and you know this just as well as I do, they're not always sacred spaces, right? Not all of us have a vast property in rural Idaho where nobody goes out there but us, and it is just sacred space all the time, devoted. We're the only ones who go there. No, we don't all have that. Most of us are living in apartments, are living in dorm rooms, are living in small spaces. Just to give an example here, my right hand is touching a desk, my left hand is touching a wall. This is how much space I have. That's it. And as you can see behind me, this is a workout space. This is a laundry room. This is an office. It's all kinds of spaces. So we as pagans want to set aside that space that we're going to worship in for a little bit of time. And the way we do that, to set that space aside, make that space sacred, is we do little rituals. So the one that you guys know about, probably, is the hammer rite, right? Hammer in the north, hail and hallow this holy stead. Hammer in the east, hail and hallow this holy stead. The south, third, above, below. You know this. Little high magic for me, honestly. A little bit much, and I don't usually want to carry a hammer around to do that. So I don't do that in my daily or weekly practice. Perhaps for a holiday, might bust that one out again. Another way that people do it is they bring fire, right? They have a little candle. This is my makeshift candle. Little candle. And they walk around the space, circumambulate it, to sacralize it. I think that's great too. Usually they do it with like chanting and stuff like that. I think that's great too. Again, limited space. I'm not out in the woods of Idaho, so I'm not going to be, not going to have a lot of space to do a lot of walking around. So I need something simple. I need something repeatable. And thus I look to our friends to the east who have a really neat practice of ringing a bell or dinging something like this, or just simply, if you have none of these things, just simply clapping your hands. That's it. Clap your hands. You don't need to go out and buy a bell or a singing bowl or anything like that. You could just clap your hands. We do that 3 times before we begin to pray. Simple practice that would cleanse and bless and set aside the space that we're about to use for our worship. Next. The next thing that we would do is actually do a little blessing on myself, which is I come to kneeling. Forgetting. Bow first. So I bow to the space, bow towards the direction that I'm facing. Then I come to kneeling and then do a quick blessing on myself. I touch my hand to my forehead, say bless my thoughts, touch my hand to my throat, say bless my words, extend my hands in front of me and say bless my deeds. Those are the 3 things that I go through before I begin the prayer proper. And that's when the fun begins. So now we've blessed the space, we've blessed ourselves. now it's time to begin our prayer. And now comes the moment of truth. What do heathens say when they pray? I wish I could tell you that we have a foundational, universal prayer that everyone agrees on, that comes from the pages of the sagas themselves. Unfortunately, no prayers like that exist. Most of the things that we have from antiquity are usually very short. Thor vi, Thor bless it, very small inscriptions. However, we do also have a lot of poetry, and one of the poems in particular that people like to look at is the Sigdrifamal, and it's verses 2 and 3, where the Valkyrie wakes up and she gives a speech, and in that speech she begins it by saying, "Hail day, hail sons of day," and then there's another verse that begins, hail the gods, hail the goddesses. Yeah, welcome. I hope you are here to do that. Anyway, when we go out and we say those things, after we go through those verses, after each verse, when we say them, we go and prostrate. Okay, so we speak the verse, prostrate. Speak the next verse, prostrate. After those first two verses, we then go into a third free verse, which, chat, if you've got options for who that third verse is going to be for, I'm all ears. So I usually do one for Thor, or two for Thor, or three for Thor. The thing for this is to really speak to the god or goddess that you are worshiping at that particular moment, that particular day. You don't have to feel pressure to name every single one, to have 20 verse prostration combinations. No, you can simply do one. You could do one 20 times over. You could do one once. This is why it's this free verse thing. It's very versatile in this way. So it goes for as long as you want, or as many deities as you want. Next, I like to do a short meditation right after doing the prayer. I think of prayer as being an encounter of me as an individual with the divine, with the gods. That encounter changes us in a way. It aligns us to them in a way, in my view. This is my own theology, everybody. Go the delivering theology. That it aligns us with them in a way when we have this interaction with them. And what I